Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Amanda with Amanda Loves Perfume, and I know I said I wasn't going to buy any more perfume, but I have a bad habit of going on like the FragranceNet app, like while I'm watching TV or my husband's watching TV or something like that, and I go to the clearance section or the 50% off section, which all the perfumes are quite a bit discounted, but then there's even like the sales off the discounted ones. So and there were actually fragrances on there that I had been wanting that were really good price. And I have to say, during this quarantine, I am not spending any money at all because I am not going anywhere. So I was like, you know, if I spend, I mean, these were all of these fragrances were less than $300 and I have 11. So I mean, it was really inexpensive, but I kind of cheated on my buying ban. But I wanted to share my fragrance haul with you guys because some of the stuffs were, I have some hits and misses. So I blind buy fragrances, because there's just really no other way for me to smell them. Especially if they're ones that just aren't like currently out in like somewhere where I can test them. So there were several I didn't like. However, I will tell you that since I keep my fragrances in a refrigerator, I don't get to display any fragrances. So what I've been doing is the fragrances that I don't like. There's also a fragrance that I'm allergic to. That is like my favorite fragrance. So there's like fragrances my body, like my skin doesn't like or whatever, and I have been displaying those. So I'm like, oh, it's not totally wasted money. So I put like a really pretty like little serving thing or like a little cake plate, beautiful crystal thing with all these fragrances on them that I don't like. So I just use them as decoration. So I'll tell you the ones that I didn't like. So what I usually do is I'll go and I will watch YouTube videos if I'm interested in a fragrance, and I can usually get a pretty good idea. Like I'll go to Fragrantica, read the reviews, and then I will go to YouTube, watch a few videos or a bunch of videos, and I usually can get an idea on whether I'll like the fragrance or not. It's rare that I really am shocked that I really don't like fragrance, and there were a couple that I like just straight up did not like. So I'm gonna start with, okay, so a fragrance house that I love, and I actually have 4 fragrances that I got from Lalique. 3 or 4? I think I only got 3. I got 3. Lalique is one of my favorite fragrance houses. Amethyst by them and is in my top 10 fragrances of all time. It is, in my opinion, everyone should have that fragrance. Every woman should have that fragrance. So their other offerings are actually really nice as well. So, but this one was a miss for me. This is Lalique Lalique, and I believe this was their first fragrance. It's very dated. It's very much like a kind of an 80s or 90s smell to me. 80s or 90s, the decade. What got me to get this was not expensive at all. But somebody compared this to Chanel Beige, which I absolutely love. I don't have because it's so expensive, but I love. It does not smell like Chanel Beige. This is a very much of like a 80s or 90s floral. It's like an aldehydic floral. So, but I do have to say I like the bottle. This was also a tester, if you can see that. The testers come in just like a plain white box, so it was even cheaper because it was a tester. So I'm not too upset about it. It's a pretty bottle. I'm going to display it. But yeah, I tested this out one day thinking, well, maybe if I wear it, no, it's too dated. So that's Lalique Lalique. That was a miss. Okay, I think I'm going to go maybe through my misses, my ones that I didn't like. So, oh, this one's still in here. Okay, one that I have heard so much about, you guys. I have heard so much about this fragrance. And all of my favorite fragrance YouTubers have this fragrance and talk about it. So, of course, I got it. And I don't like it. This is Insolence by Guerlain. And I got the Eau de Toilette. I love my YouTube fragrance people that I listen to, but I don't understand how anybody wears this. It smells exactly like candied violets. That's the way this is described. It's a violet fragrance and with sugar, like a sweet violet. There's no way. I mean, this is like appalling to me. I don't know. This may be a reformulated one because it's in the B bottle, but I will tell you that I don't care because the bottle is so gorgeous. And any Guerlain fragrance I would love to have on my shelf. This was not that expensive. I got the small one, so I wasn't too upset about that. So that's Insolence. Okay, so this smells great. I just personally don't like it. And I should have known because on Fragrantica, everybody kept saying it smells like Narciso Rodriguez for her, or Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker, which I think smells good. I just personally don't like it. It's too rosy for me. This is Idylle. This is Guerlain. And I will tell you guys, if you like Narciso Rodriguez for her, or if you like Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker, this is a beautiful, it's basically the exact same fragrance. But this is, of course, because it's Guerlain, it's, in my opinion, a more beautiful version of that. This is the Eau de Toilette. It's a beautiful bottle with a light pink kind of sticker thing on it in the B bottle, which I love. Rose fragrances are hard for me. I don't like this category of fragrance, but I'm going to keep it and display it on my shelf. But I highly recommend this to anybody that loves either one of those previous fragrances. This is 1000% a dupe, and it is not expensive right now on FragranceNet. It's pretty inexpensive. I think it was on the clearance. So anyway, that's Guerlain, and I don't know how to say that, you guys. I'm not even going to try. Idylle? I don't know. So that was that one that I didn't like. Okay, so another one that I was shocked that I didn't like, because I've heard so much about this. I heard it smelled exactly like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, which I love. It's one of my favorite perfumes. It's Cheap and Chic by Moschino. I've heard so much about this, and everyone loves the bottle. So it was pretty. Actually, this one wasn't that expensive. This was $40 even on clearance, and I was like, I'll just get it. The bottle is adorable, you guys. It's supposed to be olive oil from Popeye. It's so cute. I don't like this. It's too it's very masculine to me. It's kind of honestly, it doesn't even smell like that much to me. It smells like the very base, the very bottom of a men's cologne. Like after they've been wearing it for a whole day, like at the end of the day. I'm not getting it on this one, you guys, but I will tell you, I love the bottle. So I'm going to keep it and display it on my dresser. All these are going to go on my dresser. So that's that one that I did not like. I was pretty shocked by how many I got that I didn't like. So I probably might not try and blind buy fragrances for a minute. Okay, so then I have all the ones that I love. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I had heard so much about this fragrance. This I did not get on FragranceNet. This I got on Amazon. This is Bath & Body Works Kaleidoscope. So I have gotten a bunch of comments on my videos where I mention Glossier You. They say, oh, you've got to try Kaleidoscope. It is literally, they're right. It smells exactly the same, which I'm so glad. This was $21 on Amazon. I sprayed it on here. It smells wonderful. The bottle, and I'm not normally one for Bath & Body Works fragrances because I am like a perfume snob and I want ones that are not, last a long time. But this is perfect because look how cute it is. Oh my gosh, I love the bottle. So I think this is going to be my summer. This is going to be like my no big deal, like just summer, throw in my purse. It is amazing. It literally smells exactly the same. It may be the same fragrance. I mean, I don't even know. But I also got this. They had the body mist, fragrance mist. In summer, I have a hard time when it starts to get really hot. The heat is not as much as the humidity. I have a hard time wearing like traditional fragrances at the very end of the summer. So sometimes I'll just switch to like this kind of stuff or something that I feel is light. Like this to me is like It smells amazing though. It's that irisy, papery fragrance that I love so much. So this was a definite yay. This was a win. Oh, I got this on Amazon as well. I can't remember how much it was. They're not selling it at Bath & Body Works anymore. It's discontinued. But from what I could see, there was plenty of it on Amazon if you guys want to check that out. Okay, so these are, okay, I'm going to go from, now these are all ones that I like. But I'm going to go from the one that the one I like the least to the one I like the most. This was another one that was just okay for me. I definitely like it. This is Guerlain L'Instant Eau de Parfum. This is a honey floral. I have heard so much about this fragrance. And again, maybe it's because it's the reformulation. It is in the bee bottle. It's nice. Do not get me wrong. It's a nice fragrance. And in all honesty, I haven't really had a chance to wear all of these that much because I've just kind of gotten them. This is nice. This reminds me a lot of my Fleur Royale. That's also a honey and floral. So this is a very nice fragrance. It's really, I will wear this 1000%. I will wear this. This to me is kind of a wintry fragrance, so I will probably say this for winter. I will wear this, but I wouldn't say that this blew me out of the water. And I purchased several Guerlain, and only one of them really blew me out of the water. And it was the one that I did not think would blow me out of the water. It was the one I was the most nervous about buying about. And oh my goodness, it's so amazing. But this is okay. I will definitely wear this. I will not put this on my vanity. This will go in my fridge so that I can wear it. I will definitely wear this. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I got two aliens. And these are two I have been hearing about forever. And I was like, I blind bought them. I knew I would like them, and I do. One I like more than the other. This is this is the Eau Extraordinaire. It's still a little, has a little condensation. This is a very light, summer citrusy version of Alien, and that's exactly how it was described. I watched many YouTube videos on this before I purchased it. This was also, though, it was not on clearance, but it was a good price. It exactly smells the way that people described it, which I was happy about that. This actually, if I had known exactly what this smells like, I probably wouldn't have purchased it, because this to me smells exactly, or very similar, perhaps a little sexier than my Chanel Champs Eau de Toilette, the original Champs. To me, this is very similar. Now, again, I haven't worn this because I just haven't had a chance to wear it. I also broke out in a massive rash because I had a suspicion that I was allergic to one of my fragrances, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I sprayed it, and I thought, I'll know now. I want to know. Oh my goodness, I broke out in the worst rash, and it has been here for like almost 2 weeks. It's just, so I haven't been able to really wear a lot of fragrance. But on a card, this reminds me of my Chanel Champs. So, but I will not display this. I will use this. This will be my rotation. This is definitely a summer fragrance. It seemed like it didn't last super long time on my card that I sprayed it on, but that doesn't really mean anything. That's happened to me many times, and then when I start wearing a fragrance, I can smell it more. I don't know if I would repurchase this again though, but I will wear it. 100% I will wear it. Okay, now we're getting into more of my favorites here. That goes there. Okay, so this one, this is another Lalique. I had heard quite a bit about this. I knew it was a vanilla fragrance. This is the Lalique Le Parfum. Le Parfum, Le Parfum. This smells almost exactly like Fève Delicious by Christian Dior, which I do like that fragrance. Of course, that one is iconic. That one is rated the best tonka bean vanilla fragrance probably in the world, and it is very wonderful. That one I think has a little, the Fête Delicious has a little bit of a cherry note in there that I don't love. I've never bought Fête Delicious. It's not my favorite. Also because of the price. This was very inexpensive and smells almost exactly like Fête Delicious. This is definitely a winter fragrance. I think this is like a vanilla and tonka bean fragrance. This is really nice. For anybody who likes Fête Delicious, for anybody that loves vanilla and tonka bean, that sort of cozy, wintry, powdery fragrance, this is great. It's Lalique Le Parfum. I love the tassel. I love the bottle. This was also a tester. If you can see how it says tester. Oh, I don't think you can see it. It's etched into here, tester. So this came in a white box, like the rest of my testers, but I'm telling you, you can tell. I mean, when you get it, you open it, it smells like nothing. You know, you can tell they have not sprayed it. So this literally is exactly like getting a regular bottle of perfume. It is just quite a bit less expensive. So this one I really liked. I'm very glad I got that. I would purchase that again, knowing now what it smells like. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it down to my two favorites. So this though, this is amazing. This is much, much, much better than I would have even thought. I watched a lot of videos on this. And it does smell very similar. This is another Alien flanker. This is Alien Eau Sublime. Eau Sublime, something like that. This is also a tester. You can see where it says demonstration. That has the notes. But again, it was perfectly, the reason this looks like some of it's missing is because I decanted. I decant all my perfumes. That's why all of them have a little bit missing. I decant them into like a little travel size. As soon as I get a new perfume and I stick it in like a little bag, and then I take them with me, whichever fragrance I'm wearing. Oh my goodness, you guys, the thing that struck me about this is how long it lasted. I sprayed this on a card and I sprayed it on my hand, and I could still smell this the next morning. It is a beautiful, beautiful flanker of Alien. It is a little lighter. I almost think this might be better than the original Alien, and I have heard people describe this as better than the original Alien. I love the bottle, I love the smell, I love everything about this. This is just gorgeous. I love this. I'm so glad I got this. And again, it was a tester, so it was a little bit less expensive. Very happy with my Alien Eau Sublime purchase. Okay, so down to the last two, and I honestly don't know. I think these are tied for my favorite from this fragrance haul. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one because I was so shocked by this. This is another Guerlain. This is Champs-Élysées. I've always heard about this fragrance. I recognize the name. I've seen this bottle probably since I was very, very young. I knew it was an iconic fragrance, but I always thought it was kind of a dated old lady fragrance. Oh, I was so wrong. This is a mimosa fragrance, and I think it has some almond. But I did watch several YouTube videos of this, and I read a lot of reviews on this before I purchased it. And this was described as a fluffy, fuzzy blanket, airy, floral. And it's exactly what this is. It smells like a florally body lotion, but I will tell you what impressed me with this one is the longevity on this. Now, I will tell you, the first spray of this is a little odd. The first blast is a little bit like, it's a little astringent or something. When this dries down, only about 5 minutes. We're not talking an hour here, but like within 5 minutes, it's this beautiful, blankety, fluffy, fuzzy, floral. I think this is an all year fragrance too. I think this can totally go in all 4 seasons, but the longevity on this is unbelievable. It is, you put it on there and it is just on there and you can continue to smell it. And it is just this beautiful, it is a very classic fragrance. This to me is Guerlain. This is the Guerlain that I grew up with, smelling Guerlain on my mother. You know, some of the stuff Guerlain has now, I love Mon Guerlain, but some of the stuff they have now, it's okay. I like the classics, but I don't like Shalimar. Shalimar is hard for me to wear, but this is, to me, is like kind of another Shalimar. It's just very Guerlain. I'm glad I got the older. They had the choice of getting this one or the B bottle, and I got this one, and I'm glad because I'm hoping this is older formula. But this is gorgeous. I will just repurchase this when this one's gone. This is a beautiful fragrance. And my favorite perfume YouTuber is Ouch. He lives in the UK, or it's Ouch, like, and then a number. He reviewed this, and he's the one that made me buy it. And I love the box, was so pretty too. This was not a tester. This was just the regular one, and I absolutely love it. Okay, but probably my very favorite from the entire haul. This was a tester. This is another Lalique. I don't know if this was no, this might not have been a tester. This is the same bottle, similar bottle as this one. They're gorgeous bottles. And I love that I got the big, these bottles are just so big and clunky and beautiful. This is Lalique, no, L'Amour, Lalique. The bottle is gorgeous, you guys. This fragrance. Oh my goodness. This, the only way I know how to describe this is it smells like if you mixed Chanel Chance Au Tendre with Yellow Diamond from Versace. So Yellow Diamond is this wonderful, fresh, kind of yellow floral fragrance. It's hard to describe. But this is a fruity, and I don't even know the notes to this, and I should have looked them up, and I might list them in the description box because this is kind of an unusual fragrance. This is a fruity, floral, fresh. This is gorgeous. And I will tell you that I haven't worn this yet, but I sprayed it on a card, and I left it like sitting on my coffee table, and it kind of smelled up the room. I mean, I would be sitting here and I could continue to smell this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful smell. I would say this is a spring and summer scent, but when I was smelling it on the card, I kept smelling Versace Yellow Diamond, and I would smell Chance Au Tendre mixed together. This is, in my opinion, probably more blind buy worthy. This is a very, very beautiful fragrance. I can't imagine many people not liking this. It's a very feminine, girly, but it's got some staying power to it. It's a fresh floral, but that has some serious staying power and nice sillage, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The bottle is gorgeous, and it is not super expensive on FragranceNet. I can't remember exactly, but this is just like my absolute, this and the Champs-Élysées, where did that go? Champs-Élysées. These are my absolute favorites. So that was my fragrance haul. I hope I didn't drone on and on and on, but you guys, check out FragranceNet. They have great sales. You can click on where it says 50% off, and there's also, I think, a clearance section there that you can go through when you're, you know, I don't know. It's just a great place to buy fragrances because they're so inexpensive. You don't have to feel super guilty. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Comment below on any experiences you guys have with these fragrances, if you like them, if you don't like them. I would especially like to hear from you guys about the Insolence. Just not getting this one. This is one of the big shocks. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Click and subscribe below if you like my videos, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Thank you.